greased. He's getting money for doing that shtick that he's doing. That's the only reason. Because he, going back to the early 90s, he made a statement. He said, I'm tired of being broke. So what's his main motivation? It ain't the word of it ain't the word of the Lord. It ain't teaching the truth and waking you brothers up. His main motivation is that money. That's his main motivation. Yeah, that's it.
You got anything, brother? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2. It says, Salaki, I'm trying to find the actual quote. I'll just start from the top. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Because that was a lower state, you know, brother. Hey, we could tell you many stories of brothers catching hell, you know, barely had two nickels in their pocket to rub together. You know, the cars that they had constantly kept breaking down.
And then you went to one brother to get some help, and he was on the same level. You know, we were all busted, man. We had times when we were busted, and there were times we were doing good. You know.
That's right. That's right. So it says for.
Oh, sorry. Paul said, "I know how to be abound and be abased." So that's us.
That's right. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Excuse me. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Woe be to the fearful hearts and to the faint hands and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. That's the scripture I was looking for. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? And that's Yasha 1. Because that was his main thing, you know. I'm tired of being broke. You know, so basically what happened is he lost patience and he sold his soul. You know, he wasn't patient when he was brought to a lower state. You know, because the Lord, he'll bring you to that lower state, but then the Lord is, that's why the prophet said, in the book of Proverbs, give me neither poverty nor riches, you know, because you need a certain amount of money to, you know, to be sustained, you know, for you know, to be in this society. So that's why the prophet said, give me neither riches nor poverty, but just feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah. And Yahweh Shai said, give us this day our daily bread. That's right. But that wasn't good enough for Yahshua.
Right. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways, which is what? His laws, statutes, commandments. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well-pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. Yep. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
This is the book of John 6:27. This is what Yahweh Shai said. He said, labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life. Now when Yahshua made that statement, I'm tired of being broke, which precipitated him to teach for hire, basically, he was laboring for the meat which is going to perish. Because those Federal Reserve notes ain't going to go into the kingdom. And when the missiles come, they're going to burn up this place and them Federal Reserve notes. So going back, it says, labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him have the Most High, the Father sealed. which that is the truth, brothers. That's the meat that endureth unto everlasting life is this truth. You know, it's this truth. You know, and then as you read on, it says, which the Son of Man shall give unto you, which he's given it unto you through us, through GMS. You know, that's how he's giving it to you. For him have the Most High, the Father sealed. That's it.
Yeah, I got something. I wanted to kind of start at the, like around the 10th verse, but I kept going up. You got to read this whole chapter. It's short. It's only 15 verses. This is in Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha. I really wanted to go to the 6th chapter, but I kind of went up and it led me to something else. If we got time, we're going to read the 6 points in the 6th chapter too, about these guys that made their deals with the devil, literally, or have just fallen out. Because some guys just fell out. So Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, the 5th chapter, the 1st verse to the 15th verse, which is the whole chapter.
Okay, Ecclesiasticus chapter.
Because your day is coming, man. You clowns out there, you know you can fool those idiots, degenerate Johanna, man. Those guys that are under you, they don't know what's going on. They're like retarded kids, man. You went to like a retarded orphanages. I can't even say that word. Orphanage, and you stole all them retarded kids, and you got them doing your bidding. All right, basically, and then Comfy, you got a bunch of damn zombies up there. Now the dude that left you, I guess he left with a couple other brothers. He said there's an actual picture of Caesar, not black Caesar Borgia with Jerry curls, the actual Cesare Borgia in the school. Now, once you put, first of all, when you came out with that Idi Amin suit, general suit, a lot of people should have just got up and left. And he probably looked at it, he said, these niggas ain't left. He said, I got these niggas. You know? But then, okay, let's say your brain wasn't working too good that day. All right? You know, your blood barrier was blocked or something, you know? You wasn't taking in that cilantro like you supposed to, you know. Your penal gland and your pituitary gland wasn't working right. But anyway, as soon as they put up the image of then before that they put an image of the black Mary and the child, which is Tammuz and Semiramis. But then he said, well, wait a minute, let me go a step further. Let me take the actual image of Cesare Borgia and let's see what happens. And that's what that dude said. But that dude, it took a while. I'm pretty sure that dude didn't get up and say, no, I'm not with this. He had to sit down and think about that shit. Brother, as soon as I saw that shit, well, I would have got out. First of all, I would have left before anything would have happened, man. I would have left from day one. As soon as they said, well, Tazadaki is a new guy, I'm like, I'm out of here, man. You know? But we left before all that madness even happened, man. But I mean, if they got you on one thing, they got you on another thing. I mean, that damn the Cesare Borgia picture, man, that should have made all of y'all got up and leave. So all of you are condemned. All of you are condemned. All right? Let's read that.
Ecclesiastes.
Because what happened was they totally flipped around. They spiritually flipped around the whole gospel. And that's in Galatians, the 1st chapter. They took the whole gospel and flipped it around. I mean, they just totally took the gospel and just turned it upside down. And you still got them zombies sitting there. You know? Wondering what's up next.
Are they still unto what then? You have received the
and then you niggas that fell off, all you niggas that fell off, all right, most of you fell off because you worship this guy as being a comforter. You told people that he was a comforter, all right? You gave him the double tides and the triple tights, but then you figured you did that for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. You in a jam, you need $500. You go before the council, you done gave them thousands of dollars. And then you go for counsel, you in dire need for $500 or $1,000, and they turn you down, and that's when your stupid black ass leaves. Okay, because Cecil Turtle ain't out there in the camp teaching that word, man. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 5:1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
And that's what Yashuan did. That's what Comfy did. That's what Degenerate Yohana did. That's what Nate did. Bubble Eye Blackfish did. Go ahead.
And
Well, Bubble Eye Blackfish came up under